SillyPseudonym playing Nova Drift, and we're going to see what we can get up to today. Could try yet another railgun build. Grenades could be interesting as well. There we go. What do I want to go with it, though? Siphon, perhaps? Reflect. Well, haven't really used Siphon much, nor Reflect. Try it out and see. You can die anytime you want. Should not have done that. I got the worst of both worlds. Should have just taken the hit and moved on. Like so. Purposely hit things to try to bounce them around. That's part of the fun of the Reflect Shield. Huh, now that's interesting. I haven't really done a discharge build before, but Reflect does pair pretty well with that. It's a high health shield, so you get plenty of weapon fires out of it. Do I want Sentinel, though, or do I want to go down research path? And then switch over to Sentinel later. I've been doing that more lately. Let's try it and see. We'll take shield durability and energize shields. And shield cooldown, sure. Two for the price of one here. This is going to be a little trickier. Thankfully, we killed it off fairly quickly. What do we want to get rid of? Probably take the Galvanic Outburst just because of how useful it is. I'll take another Energized Shield. Shield Effect Radius, perhaps. Grenades are good for breaking up these convoys very quickly, though. I do enjoy that. Alright. Let's banish turret specialization. Masochism. Might actually be a good idea here, truth be told. I'll take the reflexive shields instead, though. Volatile shields and barrier could both be good. Do I want sanctuary? Maybe, yeah. Think I want to banish heavy caliber though. And I'll banish a construct. I'll banish turbo tap. Turbo tap. Yeah. Barrier. Lowers my cooldown, sure, but it lowers it, but it also increases it as I take damage. Discharge build. Or I could switch over to Sentinel, but I think I want to try to get rid of a few more mods. Solar Heart. Or just get Omni Shield. Let's just get Omni Shield. Skirmish Flash Shielding. No, not with Omni Shield. If our shield breaks, we die. In fact, I think I just want to banish this one. I will, in fact, banish this one. Now, normally I would take the volatile shields, but energized shields is just too good here. Faster shield recovery. Lower rate of fire. But that's tolerable for now. I do need to make sure that I actually can defeat the boss, and right now we don't have a discharge yet, so my weapon is how I'm doing most of my damage. That is something to be concerned about. On the other hand, grenades are pretty good, even with the lower rate of fire, at handling this spinny enemy. I forget his proper name. Spinny boy. If we can even gender whatever these biomechanical creatures are. Ooh. Better be careful, I'll get myself killed here. Would not be ideal. Do I want the shield effect radius? I could just winnow all of this, truth be told, except for the hull regeneration. Because I want the regenerative shields. If it weren't for that, I would just winnow everything here, but, well, again, if not for all these other things I want, I could winnow this. Let's get the regenerative shields up. Take the volatile shields. Sure. Probably don't survive if our shields go down, but we need it for discharge, if nothing else. Orbs of Discord is a way for me to do damage without my weapon firing, and I like that. It's not good for late game, really. I don't think it really does enough damage or even provides enough pushback to help too much then, but it does something. Can be very useful mid-game-ish. In this case, I'm defining late game as post-Seraph, pretty much. Wave 101 and onwards. Though if anyone has any different ideas, I welcome being corrected because I do enjoy Orbs of Discord. I just think they're fun. Visually and mechanically. It's just an interesting little idea. Just hold down the fire button. Let the orbs do a few hits every now and again. Try to hit this convoy. Try to answer the phone. Oh dear, oh dear. And through the magic of editing, back again. Armor stack, improved shield regeneration isn't bad. Improved thrusters, also not horrible. Focus shields. I could see that working. More shield power and effect, less effect radius. We don't really care about the effect radius as much. Let's take focus shields here. You may die at any time. Radiant shields. I don't think we want it. We don't really care about the radius. There's just discharge, though. I would like discharge, but I would like to banish these. So we shall. There's energized shields, but up against hidden power. Hidden power would help a lot here, because it would remove automatically all the weapons and constructs. But I don't have discharge. What am I going to do about damaging the enemy? Let's get kinetic boost or energized shields. Get the energized shields, look for discharge so we can take hidden power, now that we know that it's an option. As much as I've used hidden power, I should remember exactly when it becomes available, but I do not. Perhaps one day. Come out wherever you are. Okay, I thought Friend Comet had taken care of you, but I was mistaken. My apologies. Okay, what do I want here? I want to banish Twin Strike. I don't know if I want Maelstrom or not, but I do want Discharge, even though it's up against Galvanic Outburst. I won't when Hidden Power shows up for me to be able to take it. And guess what? Now I can. I get a point back because I gave up my weapon. Energized Shield sounds pretty good to me. Or Galvanic Outburst. Energized Shields also sounds good, but Galvanic Outburst also makes sense. Now my shield is a weapon. When I hit the fire button, I don't fire a weapon anymore so much as a energy shot from my shield. Kind of like Galvanic Outburst. But I have control over when it goes off. Didn't quite get eaten, did you? Huh. Do I just switch over now to Sentinel? Let's see if we can't banish a few more items. Phantom Strike, we don't have a weapon. The crash damage could be useful. Take the efficiency instead, though. I don't plan to make this a crash build, but just doing extra damage if the enemy crashes into me and taking less damage when they crash into me. That could be very useful. Many a run has been ended by being tossed about by an enemy. Polar Inversion, Solar Heart, Gemini Protocol. I don't have enough hull to make a difference, really, I don't think. I'll take an Energized Shield, though. Conversion probably doesn't really matter. I'll take the Energized Shield. And one of the nice things about Discharge is you don't really have to aim it. It just fires at the nearest enemy. Those energizes are really adding up. My shield durability and recovery rate is much, much better now. Can take the Galvanic Outburst. Is there anything I want to just banish, though? Streamline, maybe? Improved thrusters. Could use it. Burn damage. I don't know about Maelstrom. I really don't. It's very good in certain situations, but it can be very bad in others. Weaponized shields is pretty good. Decisions. Could take this, banish Celestial Lance. Take emergency systems just for a small chance at actually surviving. It's a difficult choice. I'll go with the safe option here. Probably never going to not want some shield durability. Was that enough double negatives? Maybe I should add more. Yep. Yeah, pretty good shield recovery here. We can banish Solar Heart. Stabilization, Adrenal Module. Could be useful. Let's just banish Solar Heart, though. What do we want to banish here, if anything? I think we're fine with all of these, truth be told. Take another Galvanic. I'm tempted. Losing all my rerolls is somewhat annoying, but I've banished most of the things I really don't want to ever see again. That would be nice. For the plating and the self-damage resistance. Burn damage would certainly be useful. I think I'm ready to give up my rerolls. I think we banished most of things. There might be some still that we want to get rid of. Again, Celestial Lance, for example, we probably don't need, but I think we may have gotten all the big things we want out of the way. In which case, what will help me more now? Opening the burn tree? More damage over time? Look for an energized and energized shields would be very helpful. Discharges don't do a great job of clearing away those minefields, but it's okay. Alright, what do we want here? Corrosion? I don't have a weapon, so I don't really know if that matters. Just hold down the fire button at this time. And there's Purification. Do I want to banish anything here? Not really. Skirmish is probably the most likely thing. Yeah, we'll banish Skirmish. Conversion doesn't matter. Stabilization, Purge. I can banish Purge. I'll take the Purification. I'm literally just holding down the fire button at the moment. Conversion, I could probably banish if I had any rerolls left. Hull strength probably isn't going to matter too much to us, really. Stabilization, it's better than nothing. Let's get the weaponized shields down. Now that outer blue bubble serves as a damage boost, pretty much. I'll do more damage to any enemies in that outer blue area. Okay, which one's the worst threat? This is a fairly tanky build. Less friction, does that matter? Take the kinetic boost. Chipping away at that back armor very quickly. Energized shields. I'll happily take more energized shields. 5% shield regeneration. Very welcome. Yeah, run into me. Give me more galvanic outburst. Oh. Aegis? I have been talking about getting Sanctuary after all. I don't know if I want to give up the shield cooldown entirely, but I think Sanctuary will make up for it. And the crash knockback resistance isn't bad. Reduced thrust is somewhat annoying, I will admit. We can try it. If it doesn't work out, I can admit it as a terrible mistake that I should never have done. And then we'll maybe remember next time not do it. Though knowing me, I'll probably forget and then say, wait, what does that do again? I don't remember. Let's try it. Ah, there you are. May want to pick up increased thrust to make up for the reduction in thrust, but other than that, I think it'll be okay. Did not expect to kill that one quickly enough, but I'm happy it occurred. Singularity here to eat all my experience. Very, very rude of it. Oh, there's Sanctuary. Let's give it a go. The recovery's pretty good on it. Alright. So far, I'm pretty pleased with it. We'll see if I take more damage if it's... No, the recovery's still pretty good. I like it. Don't like the reduction in thrust quite as much, but... Hello, Sarah. Not Seraph. Celestial. Maybe that's why they hate me so. I keep getting their names wrong. My apologies. We have rerolls. We don't need conversion. We don't need Celestial Lance. Polar Inversion. I don't need that either. Spontaneous Generation. Do we even need Hull Strength? The crash resistance is good. Don't know if I would take the Juggernaut. Already fairly slow. Last Stand. Probably won't matter. Usually by the time you die, you're going to die fairly quickly afterwards. Not impossible. I'm thinking of getting rid of the Spontaneous Generation. Grandeur. Gain 2 levels, reduces thrust, rotation speed. Gain 2 levels is not nothing to sneeze at, though. Let's get the armor. Got to bounce the attack back once. Ooh. I don't think that's worthwhile here, but it's interesting. Take the channeling for the improved armor stacks and the effect they give. Improves regeneration, improves shield effect power. And hello, Seraph. Fancy meeting you here. It's a fairly tanky build. Far more tanky than I'm used to. Trying not to stay right in the middle of that, but not always succeeding. I don't want Rebuke. I want to keep my armor stacks. I do want my energized shields, though. Wouldn't mind Chaotic Ambition either. I think I'll take the energized shields. I just think it's too good. Another 5% shield recovery rate is definitely going to help. And the added shield effect power, depending on speed, it's not nothing. I'm not using the speed a great deal, but it's more than I would have had otherwise. Okay, let's just banish the Rebuke. Banish Death Blossom. Take another Energized Shields. Sure. Our damage output is still a little lacking compared to many other builds I've tried here, but our survivability is significantly better. What do I want here? I don't know if self-damage is all that important to us anymore, or the resistance to it. At least not with the increase in damage from enemies. Adrenal Module could be nice. Improved Thrusters could be good to make up for the decreases I've been taking. Hull I'm less certain about. Emergency Systems, again, is that 0.8 seconds going to be enough time for my shields to come back online and save me? Probably not, I think. Let's take the improved Thrusters instead. Again, I would take Emergency Systems if I had no other choice. There were no other good options there. I think I would take it over even the 1% increase I get from the research body of banishing it. but I am skeptical it would make enough difference in most situations to really be that impactful. I could be wrong. I haven't really played with this kind of build very much, so I don't know how fast the recovery rate would be. But I am highly skeptical. Alright, maybe we'll get through all this. Maybe. Possibly. Another energized shields? Sure. When in doubt, take more energized shields. Do need to watch out. I can't tank all the damage, just most of it. Core shielding sounds very nice here. Self-damage resistance, armor stat duration, more hull, more shields. Make sure we get this one down. Ooh, ha. Those things made me very glad to have armor. And yet more calls. My oh my, what a day it has been. And we're back, and I am definitely not taking Dying Star. We'll go with the Galvanic Outburst. More shield effect power. And, oh dear. No, Cat, this is not the time and place. Today's technical difficulty day, apparently. As usual, they cannot understand why sometimes they can be in my lap when I'm at the glowing box, and other times I just don't let them be. Think I'm very rude. Oh dear. No, don't do that. Don't get bounced around like that. Ah, I did it to myself. I completely confess I did it to myself. That's what happens when you get distracted too sometimes. Still, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. I might try that one again, this time hopefully with a little bit better focus. As ever, thank you all for stopping by.